'Cause these are the best days. These are the best days. These are the best days of our lives.
Hey guys, welcome to Cryin and Dyin, episode 9. We're so glad you're here. We hope you had a great week. Thanks so much for listening. Yeah, I'm not good at these intros. Lizzie normally does it because she's good at these things. Yeah, that's all I've got to say. Lizzie, do you have any inspiration to this intro that I should add?
I just want to thank everybody who follows us on social media and just encourage you guys, if you haven't already, leave us a review wherever you tune in to listen to us on our podcast. Share with a friend, send us a DM, anything just to spread the word. We are always super appreciative and grateful. Adam, what had you crying and dying this week?
Oh, goodness. So I am obsessed with a TV show on CBS that only airs in the summer. It's been on for 23 seasons.
Is it Survivor?
Nope, but you're close.
Ooh, The Amazing Race?
You're really close.
I don't know. Ugh.
Big Brother.
I wouldn't have guessed it, but that's really cool.
It's not.
23 seasons?
Yep.
No way.
Yeah. So I told myself, Adam, don't watch it. Don't push the button that records it, because as soon as you do that, you're going to be watching a lot and you're not going to do anything with your life. And not that I would have replaced that time with anything probably more constructive or more valuable, but it's so stupid, but it's so entertaining at the same time. So if you don't know what Big Brother is, I don't know what rock you've been living under, but it is a show of strangers that get put in a house for 3 months, and they're basically competing to be the last person in the house. They evict a person to 2 people, depending on how the show goes, every week. And that person is nominated by the head of household. And to be the head of household, you win competitions and stuff. There's all kinds of stuff. So it's basically 3 months of people manipulating other people into not voting them off the show. This year, they're giving away $750,000 to the winner. What's really, really, really entertaining about the show that is just a little extra, they have 100-something cameras in this house.
I was just going to say, there's a lot of cameras.
You can't go anywhere in there without being at least audio recorded, even in the bathroom.
That means somebody has to listen to every single person in that house go to the bathroom every single time, all day long, and decide what they're going to edit. Ugh.
Yes, they're recorded 24/7. And they have this thing, it used to be on the CBS something whatever app, but I guess CBS is now part of Paramount. So Paramount Plus is yet another subscription service. And when you subscribe to Paramount, you can watch live feeds of the Big Brother house.
No big deal.
So essentially you find out about things before the episode comes out because you're watching it. They don't have them, there's times when they don't have them on, if they're doing a competition or things like that. But you can hear these crazy people talking to other people, and they're whispering, and I'm just sitting in Iowa listening to these crazy people.
Do you watch it when you're at work, just hanging out in your cubicle?
Yes, you should ask my boss.
Pretend you're listening to a podcast.
No, I don't even pretend, but I'll do that with the live feeds during the day sometimes. Mm-hmm. But they are on the West Coast, so it's 2 hours behind. 10 o'clock in Iowa is only 8 o'clock there, and they're probably still sleeping. If it were me on the show, I would just probably sleep for 3 months. And I don't know if that's possible.
I mean, I think I saw somebody on an old season of The Real World or one of those that tried to just lay low, but they won at least one season.
So speaking of The Real World, on the Paramount Plus app, they have a whole bunch of old seasons of The Real World, but none of the ones on there are really ones that I watched in the late 90s / early 2000s. So those are the ones I'm really wanting to watch, but they're not on.
Oh,
But the one episode or the one season that I watched a couple episodes of was I think it was season like it was 12 or 15. I don't know why those numbers stand out, but they were in Las Vegas. And there's this girl on it named Trishelle, and she's from
that's
like
a nice
Louisiana.
name.
And she's like, I'm Trishelle. And
Aw.
there's something about that I'm like, oh my God, I remember that. So that was entertaining. The Paramount Plus app has been getting a lot of my time this last couple weeks. So the other show that I don't know why I'm watching, this show is not currently producing, like there isn't new episodes out. So I'm watching old seasons. And I think I'm currently in like the 2017, 2018 years. Well, this is a TV show that has been on since like 2009 called Teen Mom.
Oh my gosh. I'm really happy that you're into this.
I don't have anything nice to say, but I cannot stop watching it.
I think I watched the original season. I think that was the only one I saw.
That's Teen Mom, and then they kind of rebranded it because then there's Teen Mom 2 and 3. I've watched all of Teen Mom 2, so Teen Mom 2 I like the best, but Teen Mom OG has a lot of drama. So this is, if you watch 16 and Pregnant, speaking of our Midwestern people, Farrah Abraham is one person. She's from Council Bluffs, which is like right by Omaha. And her mom's last name is like almost identical to mine, except for one letter. And at one point,
really?
It's S-E-N. Is hers. But I didn't know that at first. I thought it was S-O-N. And I'm like, oh gosh, please, I can't be related to her. She's insane. And then the other people on there, if I can remember everybody's names, Amber Portwood, I think is her name. She was with the guy named Gary. And she went to prison for like drugs or something.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It's just a whole hot mess. I can't stop watching. And then there is Caitlin and Tyler.
Yeah, those are the only ones I really like remember and like think of. When I think of the show, those are the two I picture.
I love Caitlin and Tyler. They were, I think, the only people on the franchise that have ever placed their child for adoption. And I think there's something about that I think, I don't know how I could have done if that were me. This kid's living a better life because of that decision. That makes me really happy. And then Macy, I don't know what her last name is, but she's like the skinny redhead. She's kind of normal, but her baby daddy is a train wreck. Oh my goodness. And she got married to this guy named Taylor, and he's really, really cool. There's something about this train wreck that I can't stop watching. Somebody needs to like pray for my sanity. But Big Brother has I'm going to end here. Big Brother has this guy named Frenchie on this season. And he is
a great name.
Well, I think it's his last name.
Oh.
He's a farmer and like wears overalls in the house.
Oh.
He is insane. He is insane. So if you're watching Big Brother, please hit me up because nobody I know except for like one person is watching it and I have nobody to talk about it with and nobody understands my insanity. So there's that.
When you tell me there's a character named Frenchie, the immediate I know this guy's name and I know you know him too. From the original, like I picture a guy that is like Italian looking, even though his name's Frenchie, like one of the guys from Jersey Shore. Oh, and he's not the guy that was with Snooki, but the other guy.
I don't know any of their names except for Snooki.
Yeah, it wasn't the guy that she was with. Okay, the guy, that JWoww is with.
I have no idea.
He was horrible. The one that had like the very like gelled hair that was like very like solid. Like it was all just
that was
like,
all
big...
of them.
Okay, yeah.
They all are like that.
I am certain I probably wasn't supposed to be watching it, but I watched Jersey Shore sometimes. Like if I was home alone, I would turn on MTV just to see what like other people's dramatic lives might be like. And I loved
nobody's life is like this.
Exactly. But I loved the shock of like people are doing this. I just loved the shock of like how it was supposed to be, reality TV, but there wasn't anything realistic about it.
Oh my gosh.
Just exciting to watch it unfold.
You ever been to New Jersey?
No, I've never been to the East Coast and I've always wanted to. Mostly for the food. I mostly just want to go and eat and see the ocean and eat.
Okay. Well, someday we need to get you out of this rock you're living under.
I'm ready.
Yeah, New Jersey is something. I don't even know how to explain New Jersey. One thing in New Jersey that's really, really weird, and I don't know if this is all over the state, but on a lot of roads, you cannot make left turns. You have to make a right turn to make a left turn.
Hmm.
It's really hard to explain.
I think I see what you're saying.
Yeah, well, it's insane and it makes me crazy. That's about all I remember of New Jersey. Just weird. It's kind of like Boston. Everybody sounds like they're pissed off. They're not.
For like someone like me who's like nice to everybody, like I am the like stereotypical like Midwest nice, like always saying like, "Oh, let me sneak right past you there," and like just always very.
That's like Minnesota.
I know. I really picked up I picked up all the like Midwestern stuff when we moved to South Dakota, and it like I'm not ashamed. I think it's really fun and funny, and I like to say things like that on purpose. I wouldn't survive a day in the East Coast because I would think everyone was mad at me and I would take it very personally like every 5 minutes. It would be very hard for me.
You and I are both so white that we are the minority.
That's fine.
And no matter
don't
how
mind.
much you would try to fit in, you can't. There's something about the people that live there.
They would see right through me. My
Yeah.
translucently white
They can see
vibes.
through you.
Mhm.
And somehow I feel like they can see your soul and they judge you.
I would be terrified. I also
No.
think high school girls have the same ability. When I worked retail, there was some groups of high school girls that would come in. There was one time I was like stuttering and like I got sweaty and nervous because these girls were like being so judgy. And I'm like, please just buy your Chacos and leave. I was so terrified. I couldn't
Oh.
stop stuttering.
Hashtag high school girls. I like to stay in New Jersey if I go to New York City because it's not $8 billion and there's parking lots. That's really the only reason. So even if you're in New York City, I stayed in like Queens and it was rough. It was rough in the fact I had a car and there's nowhere to park. Actually, that was when my brother got married. I went there first, and then I drove up to where they live in the New England states. The rental car I got was a Volkswagen Beetle or whatever oh gosh, I'm going to blurb that out. Whatever that's called. But it was really good in New York City because that car was so small.
Huh. Okay, that makes sense.
I could fit it in any parking spot that, like in a normal size car, I would probably be a little nervous about.
I'm always afraid of parking, even though my SUV has a backup camera, which has made things a lot better. Parking
Yeah.
lots are always my hardest thing, but still, parking is a mental hurdle every day.
Yeah. Oh, well, enough of that. Lizzie, what had you crying and dying this week? And I hope it was better than me.
Oh my goodness. I can think of a small variety of things. I had quite a few like wins in like work. I like got a couple new like a new client and like a new project, which was exciting, and like that has just been fun. Like it's just nice to feel like a fresh, project on the horizon of stuff. So a reminder for those of you that don't know, I like my main gig is like social media management. So I landed a new client there and a new project. So that was fun, but it definitely had me busier this week. Yesterday.
Yes, please talk about yesterday, please.
Oh boy. Okay. So yesterday I enjoyed a very short morning with my best friend at an arts festival, but I needed to hurry back home because my husband decided that we were also, in addition to like me going to the arts festival in the morning, we also needed to go to the neighboring town where they were hosting the first annual Renaissance fair in this area of South Dakota. And we went to it. I dressed very normally. Everyone in our group, we dressed like just good old fashioned normal people. And we went to the thing. And some of us had fun, and some of us got dehydrated and sunburned. That was that.
Hashtag white girl problems? Question mark.
Oh, I don't know anything about Renaissance fairs. I know that it's a whole like thing. Like I know that like some people take it very seriously. It's like a whole big like thing. So people go all out, and like some people, like some places like organize like a really great one, with like tons of like events and reenactments and shows and like lots to see and to do. This one was more of like a themed vendor fair with there was a stage for what I think some people would call live action role playing, also known as LARPing. I just politely walked on by, but there was a good crowd and they seemed engaged and happy, so I was happy for them.
It's like good for you, not for me.
Maybe. There was like food vendors, like somebody was selling turkey legs, but they sold out. So my husband and none of his friends got turkey legs and they were really bummed out. My husband enjoyed a very expensive glass of mead for the first time.
What is that?
Mead, I believe I understand it is a fermented it's fermented honey, and so it's very sugar, like alcohol like has a sugar content already.
Okay, so it's booze.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this was like 12%. Yeah.
I gotta go back like one step
Sorry.
further.
Yes, it was the booze, and it was like 12% alcohol. It was strong. He smelled like it all day. And I'm glad he had that experience. He also brought home a large bottle of it to save for some kind of special occasion, but I think it was a little more like it was a little stronger than he expected, like flavor wise, alcohol content wise. So that was that. They had like a funny, like they didn't have any jousting, but they did have like some fencing demonstrations, and like people were in costumes and they were kind of like making funny like show of it too. But there was like a fun like kids activity that was pretty stinking cute. Like kids lined up and they put on like pool floaties, like the traditional ones, like it's a round like pool floaty that looks like a duck or a swan or like whatever that you'd go in, like it's a round circle and it has like, the traditional pool floaty. And it was called pickle jousting, and so the kids were supposed to pretend to like joust, but instead of hitting spearing each other or like impaling the other kid, they were supposed to get the other kid to knock the pickle off of their stick. And so whoever was the kid standing with the pickle on the end of their sword or stick or whatever, they got to move on to the next round. And it was just like endless like children with sticks and pickles in pool floaties running through the grass hitting each other.
Oh girl.
It was pretty amazing.
I need to get you out of town.
I mean, I've been out of town. I've seen cool things. I'm not saying that this was the highlight. Like, when you ask me what had me crying and dying this week, I'm not saying like this
Yeah,
was like necessarily like I wasn't crying from laughing, but maybe I was dying inside and getting sunburned.
Getting sunburned. It's not a sunburn that could turn into like a nice tan.
No, I'm wearing this outfit today because I didn't want people at church seeing like how toasted I am.
But you're probably like me, and I just turn like, I don't get tan, I just get more red.
Oh yeah. That is my destiny, is to just become red. Like there's no in between color. I'm either very pale or very burned red, and like that's it. I don't have any other options.
All right. Well, that's something.
That was my week.
Well, I don't know who had a more exciting week. I just numbed my brain with pointless reality television. So that was cool. And you did things that I don't know what the words mean. So
oh my gosh. You know what? I have an additional thing. I remembered the other like good highlight of the week. Well, beginning 2 days ago on Friday, Netflix added some new stuff to the Netflix universe. And that included a series of small independent films that I would say didn't necessarily have like a large following. Some people might just refer to them as the Twilight series.
oh,
But you know what, honey?
I do like that.
I've watched one Friday night and one last night. And guess what I'm gonna do tonight? I'm watching the third movie. All of the Twilight movies are on Netflix.
I know I saw New Moon at midnight when it came out.
I saw at least one of them when it came out. Like that, like my college years, I went to a lot of midnight premieres for at least one of the Twilight movies, and definitely like several of the last of the Harry Potter movies. I know for sure. But watching that first Twilight movie, oh,
Does it just draw you in like it did? This was probably almost 10 years ago.
I'd say like 10 to 12 years ago, probably. I was in high school,
Oh gosh.
like, and like junior, I was maybe like junior or senior when maybe the first one came out. I read all the books in AP English when I was supposed to be reading something that was like for the class, but I really hated the class. And I was already getting really great grades. And so I just read the Twilight books because I needed a break from the trash that was being assigned to me.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm like going back in my brain in that time of my life. It's kind of scary.
I enjoyed watching it again, like in the new season of my life. Just like, I just could not stop laughing at how bad the casting was,
Really?
how bad the acting. Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch it.
I mean, the director for the first movie was terrible. Like, the acting's like better in the other movies, but the acting was terrible in the first. And like the whole thing was filmed with like a blue filter.
You're saying all these things like it's bad. This is what I like about it.
Okay, I like about it, but also like I made fun of it a lot while I was watching it, but like in a way that like when I first saw the movie for the first time as a teenager, like I ate it up. Like I just inhaled that, like it was life itself. I just loved it.
I've never read the books.
I thought the books were really good. I mean, they're certain, like they're for a teenage kid for sure.
That's what would I feel weird about as an adult if I were to go and read. Like, am I creepy?
No, you're not creepy.
Okay.
Go buy them. Go read them. They're good.
It's got to be on
gosh.
Audible. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah, you could listen to it on Audible. And I think the author recorded at least one or two of the books for like audio. I'm going to name drop an account from Instagram. My sister and I love this guy, and I really hope if you're listening and you're a Twilight person, also heard of this guy. I don't know if I've ever sent you I don't know if I've ever sent you like a video of this guy. He's a redheaded guy with like long hair, and he always does impressions of Kristen Stewart from Twilight. Okay, Brody. His name is Brody Wellmaker. So if you find him on Instagram, Brody Wellmaker. Okay, he is an actor and does like these like quick little like TikTok videos. He's always playing the theme song from Twilight in the background of the video. And he has really long like curly red hair, and he like plays two characters. He plays like a teenage girl, and like opposite of that he plays like a mom, and the mom always has like a messy bun and she's always wearing like a purple cardigan, and he always is doing like mimicking the stupid like just little stupid things from the first movie at least. It's so funny. Please go see him like on Instagram, Brody_Wellmaker. My sister and I like cannot get enough of this guy. They're just too funny. That's the best description I have.
So I looked up, and the author does not read any of the books.
Oh.
But the same person reads all of them.
Oh, that's helpful.
But I'm probably not going to get it. They're like 12 hours.
Oh. What's appropriate for a book on Audible? I don't know like what an appropriate amount. Yeah, length.
It's personal preference. I don't know. I just get
They
too
were thick
invested.
books.
So it's kind of like my TV thing for the summer. I just get too invested and I have to finish it. And then I don't do the things that I should be doing. There's nothing wrong with 12 hours. I mean, that's like a long book, but
yeah,
I prefer like a 6-hour
okay.
like book that doesn't require you to use your brain at all.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Like I like a good memoir.
Yeah.
Someday we should talk about the audiobooks in my Audible library.
Ooh, we can do a live review of your taste of your Audible library.
When I first started Audible was when they weren't owned by Amazon, and somehow I like lost that account. So I don't know where it went, but the one that I've had for a long time, I have 73 audiobooks.
Ooh, dang.
Yeah. So there's some that I haven't listened to because I was like, oh, that sounds like a good thing. Like, and then I don't read it or read. Listen.
Right.
Yeah, we should talk about it because there's some on here that I really like.
How wonderful. Let's definitely save that for another episode. That'll be really cool.
You can tell when my life changes by the books that I...
I think that could be said of many of us in the room here today.
Yeah. So I wanted to play a fun game
Yeah.
this week because that's apparently what we've been doing lately. It's not really a game. We're going to go through these scenarios and we're going to say, would you rather do this or would you rather like this than this?
It's the old-fashioned game of would you rather.
Yes. Would you rather do this or this? So the disclaimer on this, I got this online. There's 250 potential things we could get. We're not going to do all of them, obviously. And I haven't read through them. I read a couple, and Lizzie hasn't seen any of them. So
I'm ready.
hopefully this isn't a train wreck. And hopefully they're not like, I don't know. I think they're fine, but
I think this is going to be fun.
I'm just saying that in case this is like a dud. But all right.
Let's do it.
So I have them in this thing online and it like randomizes it. So, all right, here we go. Oh, nope. How do I make this stop? There we go. All right.
Would you rather find a $100 bill floating in a public toilet or a $20 bill in your own pocket?
$20.
I'll
in
take
my
the
own pocket.
$20.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
I
All
can
right.
make $100 doing any kind of craft or thing. I could make that happen if I wanted to.
Now the $100. No, I can't even make that okay. So, all right.
It would never be clean enough.
Would you rather be a genius everybody thinks is an idiot or an idiot everybody thinks is a genius?
Oh,
This is tough.
that's tough.
Can I pick neither?
I would rather just the in-between zone of
Well-
just normal.
But that's not an option.
Clearly.
I really kind of like the idea of being an idiot that people think are smart because those are a lot of the people in this world that get places.
That's true. I mean, look at our elected officials.
Bum, bum, bum. All right, we're just going to move on from there.
Yep.
Would you rather always be 10 minutes late or always be 20 minutes early? Oh, this is easy. 20 minutes early.
Really? I
Yeah.
grew up always being 20 gosh darn minutes early to every darn thing, and it gives me like severe anxiety being late to anything. I don't necessarily desire to be 20 minutes early, but that's what I'm
That's
gonna
usually
choose.
like what happens to me.
That's good to know.
So, which are you going to be 20 minutes early?
I guess.
All right. No.
Oh.
who
Would
these
you
people
rather?
are.
Really, Adam? Okay. Would you rather work for Michael Scott from The Office or Mr.
didn't watch
Burns?
it.
I have no idea who Mr. Burns is, but I mean, I could probably survive 6 to 12 months of working for Michael Scott,
Okay.
played by Steve Carell on The Office.
Sure. I don't. I'll pick that one because I don't really care.
Cool.
Would you rather labor under a hot sun or extreme cold? Ugh.
I've had
Neither?
both jobs. Both of them are hard, but I find the working under extreme cold a little less exhausting. So I'm going to choose the cold.
Yeah.
I feel like there could also be there's more to do about cold conditions. Like
Yeah.
hot conditions, you can only do so much and you kind of become really helpless, which is why I don't
You can
do summer.
only get so
Mm-mm.
naked before you get in
Exactly.
trouble.
You can only turn on so many fans. You can only drink so much water.
Would you rather donate your organs to those who need them or donate your entire body to science?
I'm going
The
to donate
first
my
one.
organs. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Unless I'm turn out to be like, I don't know, insane.
Well, if there's something cool about me that's worth donating my whole body, I mean, maybe, but because I mean, I've seen some cool videos of like, what do you call them? Like cadaver schools where people do like learn, like where those bodies go to like for people to learn from. And sometimes they're really cool, but I think I would rather donate my organs. Thanks.
Yeah. I feel like that's the better way.
Would you rather have a third ear or a third eye?
I'd rather have a third eye because my like left eye is a little, I don't know, something's wrong with it. I'm probably going to go blind someday.
How interesting. I would maybe choose a third ear because I'm hearing impaired on my right side. And so
okay.
maybe it would at least help make up for my hearing loss.
All right. That's fair. I understand that.
Plus, you can cover it up with a cute hairstyle.
Would you rather be forced to sing alone or dance to every single song you hear? I'd do either of these. I don't really care. It's not going to be pretty.
sing along. Would you be forced to sing along or dance to every single song you hear? I would choose like the singing one because it might be less exhausting. And you could
Oh, I think
choose how
did I read and did I
quietly.
say alone? Oh my goodness.
Well, and I believed you when you said alone.
I tell you, it's my eye.
You need that extra eye.
Yeah, I would do either.
Perfect.
If I had to pick, I would probably dance to every single song you hear,
Awesome.
and it wouldn't be pretty. Would you rather eat chocolate on pizza or never eat chocolate ever again? I'd rather eat chocolate on pizza.
Really? Oh, this is
Yeah.
a tough one. I lost my taste due to a illness that many people acquired during the last year, and chocolate is one of those flavors that never quite came back. So if I never ate chocolate again, I might be fine.
All right. You can make a pizza that's not like tomato saucy.
Oh, that's true. I like some with like
Oh,
white sauce.
yeah.
Oh, would you rather go on tour with Elton John or Cher?
Oh my goodness. So I'm thinking through this. Like, I would go on tour with Elton John for his piano abilities.
And the great outfit.
Yeah, and the glasses. But I feel like he wouldn't let me like try them. So that would make me angry. So I'm probably going to go with Cher because she is insane and I love everything about that. Like, if you don't follow her on Twitter, you're
Oh,
missing
I
out.
don't. Really? Wow.
I don't really Twitter much anymore, but when I did, she would just like post things that made no sense.
Wait, I think I've heard of this. I think I've heard her tweeting reputation.
It's so good.
Huh.
And I would really, really love to see the Cher Empire.
I would choose either to go on tour with Elton John or Cher. Like, I would base it off of like who would be the most fun. Not necessarily like I don't want to party hard, but like I want to like have fun. So maybe I'll choose Cher.
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, I didn't know that was in here. I would have omitted that 'cause that's too complicated. Would you rather never wear makeup ever again or wear a full face of the wrong shades every day? Well, that's easy for me.
I've done both.
I'll just never wear makeup. Done.
Yeah, I don't wear much makeup, like, and so that's, yeah,
You're going to look more ridiculous with the wrong shades than if you just didn't wear makeup.
yeah, which every girl did at least around the age 14. Like, I wore an orange foundation for probably a good couple months before somebody was like, honey, you need to stop, please. And I was like, oh, I'll just go buy a new color. And I went and bought the whitest one they had. And it blended perfectly.
Bless your heart.
Ugh.
Would you rather shoot hoops with LeBron James or toss a football with Tom Brady?
I
Neither?
hate
I
both
don't
of
really
these
care.
sports. Yeah, I don't care either. Neither sounds fun. Sorry.
I'm going to go with LeBron.
Huh. Okay.
Tom Brady, I think, is a white man, and he probably doesn't have anything nice to say.
And he'd probably wear like a polo and slacks the whole time.
Yeah, I just, and I know a lot of people don't like him, so.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Do you want to read this one?
Oh, this is a tough choice. Would you rather have tea with Queen Elizabeth or a beer with Prince Harry? I'm going to choose a beer with Prince Harry because Meghan will be there and I think we would be friends. So watch out.
The royal party is insane, and you like can't wear nail polish. So, not that I'm wearing nail polish.
Not that that's a problem for you.
Correct. There's a lot of things that are wrong. I would get kicked out, so I wouldn't even be able to see her. They would just
Thanks.
look at me and say, "Nope, try again," or not.
They just see you at the gate. Oh man.
Yeah. Okay. Would you rather have aliens be real and covered up by the government, or have no extraterrestrial life at all in the universe?
One of these is actually true, though.
Okay. Let's just have no life.
I am fine that I'm certain that there's other life besides us. Like, I'm very sure of that. It's fine that the government covers it up for now, I guess. I'm kind of powerless in that. So that's
All right.
that.
Would you rather watch nothing but The Office or Friends for the rest of your life?
Oh, boy.
I'm watching Friends.
Okay, this is really hard, but oh, man, you guys.
Because I'll be there for you.
I will also be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I might choose Friends because I liked the first few seasons of The Office, but then like it kind of just as it went along. Just, it wasn't my favorite after like the first few seasons.
And you already got a vote for The Office on another option. So you're watching Friends.
That feels good. Yeah, I'll watch Friends the rest of my life.
All right. Would you rather sneeze nonstop for 15 minutes once every day or sneeze once every 3 minutes of a day while you're awake? Neither.
Wait, I need to read this again. Would you rather sneeze nonstop for 15 minutes once every day or sneeze once every 3 minutes of the day? Oh, I think both of these have happened to me before. Ugh.
I can't sneeze for 15 minutes. I can't.
I mean, you'd pee your pants, probably. I mean, gosh dang it. I hate to say it. I'd probably choose the like nonstop for 15 minutes once a day.
So you're going to pee yourself every day?
I would feel it coming on and I would just go to the bathroom. That's where the box of Kleenexes is. And you know what? I'd just hang out and I just camp out for 15 minutes and we'd be fine.
Okay. My friend and I just talked about this on Friday. We were at Walmart once, and ironically near the Kleenex, and she just could not stop sneezing. It was literally like 5 minutes, and
That's
they were
horrible.
like loud sneezes. And it was so funny because like people stopped and were like, "Are you okay?"
Like, what are you going to do for somebody who can't stop sneezing? Like, how will you help them? You won't. You can't help someone like that.
Oh, anywho. All right. I'm sneezing once every 3 minutes. So I feel like I do that anyway. Okay. Would you rather wear the same socks for a month or the same underwear for a week? Oh, I'm wearing the same socks. Yeah.
Yeah,
Done.
definitely. Easy choice.
Okay. Would you rather wake up naked in the forest 5 miles from home or in your underwear at work?
Would much rather wake up in my underwear at work because my work is at home and I would just be like in my living room office in my underwear.
Yeah.
And that happens sometimes anyway because I have to walk through the living room to get to the laundry sometimes. So that's that.
I'm just going to be naked 5 miles away because I don't really care.
But you live in an urban area. You will have an audience by the end of that walk.
Well, hope they enjoy it. Would you rather always have wet socks or a small rock in your shoe?
Always.
I can get used to the rock in my shoe.
I'd choose the rock in my shoe. For further opinions on feet and footwear, refer to our previous episode.
Okay, would you rather only be able to listen to one song for the rest of your life or only be able to watch one movie for the rest of your life? Oh.
I will choose one movie for the rest of my
Yeah.
life. Easy choice, and it would most likely, my husband could tell you exactly what movie it would be. It would probably be Home Alone 2 Lost in New York because I've already been watching it like every month of my life for like my whole life. For almost 30 years I've been watching this movie. I love it.
I don't know what movie I'm going to watch, but that's the option I'm picking. Okay, would you rather be forced to live the same day over and over again for a full year or take 3 years off the end of your life?
Oh my gosh.
I'm probably just going to take 3 years off because, like, when you're up there, who really cares? Or do they?
What if originally you weren't up there? Like, what if your destiny is to go in your 40s or something?
Well, then I'm going at 37.
You know what? I'll take the same one. I'll take the 3 years.
Unless I get to pick the day, because it could be a really good day. I'll make it like payday. Every day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that could be fun. Like if it's a fun day.
This one's easy. Would you rather give up coffee or soda forever? Coffee. Easy.
I already gave up coffee and I don't drink soda, so I kind of don't care.
No. You drink that basic white people.
That's not soda. That's water. It is carbonated water. People of the internet, listen. LaCroix is carbonated water. It's not soda, and I don't drink it every day.
All right. We're going to disagree on that one. Would you rather work an overtime shift with your annoying boss or spend full day with your mother-in-law? Well, I don't have a mother-in-law.
I've done both of these.
I'm going to go with the mother-in-law because I don't have one, so they won't exist.
Oh my gosh. I would gladly spend a full day with my mother-in-law. Yeah, that'd be fine. I hope she's listening to this episode. Hey.
And my boss isn't annoying, is not annoying. I said isn't, but I want to make sure that's clear, is not. So we'd have fun.
Yeah.
And I feel like we already do this. So, okay. Would you rather be unable to close any door once it's open? Okay. Or
Oh,
be unable to open any door once it's closed? What?
this is stupid.
That is really hard to read. We're just going to skip that.
I don't want to do a deep thought. Would you rather sell all of your possessions or sell one of your organs? Ooh.
Just take my organs.
Well, just one. And I bet you get a pick. So, it could just be a kidney or something.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
as long as the other one isn't bad.
Oh, yeah. As long as all the expenses were covered, I mean, I wouldn't mind selling one of my organs if it went to a good cause, but also, like, I mean, it wouldn't be fun, but I think it'd be a good moral lesson if I sold all of my possessions. I think that freedom might be really good in the end, maybe not in the happening.
I changed my mind. I'm going to sell all my stuff and I'm going to live a little house life.
Oh, I have a friend with a tiny house, and it's like
Or tiny
very
house,
doable.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Would you rather forget your partner's birthday or your anniversary every year? Well, I don't have either of these, so
I really enjoy celebrating my husband's birthday because it's in October and like there's always just fun stuff happening always. So I wouldn't mind forgetting my anniversary every year because I accidentally, unknowingly, we got married during something that happens in this part of the country called the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. And I live 20 minutes from Sturgis. And so it's impossible for us to do anything like really fun around here for our anniversary. So if I could just forget the date and celebrate it another time, not at the beginning of August, I think we'd all be better off.
all right. Would you rather give your parents or your boss access to your browser history? I don't really give a
I am my own boss, and I don't think my browser history is extra boring. So
I think both of them would judge me for like, why are you Googling all of these bizarre things?
I think anything that would raise eyebrows would be all of the medical things I Google.
Okay.
That would raise eyebrows by anybody, but otherwise it's just boring work stuff.
Okay. I don't really care. So whichever is worse. Okay. Would you rather talk like
Oh my
Yoda or
God.
breathe like Darth Vader?
I'm gonna choose neither because I straight up hate Star Wars.
Well, if you don't do these, like you have to. That's how this works.
That's a really dumb rule.
I'm gonna talk like Yoda because I like being a little extra.
I'm not answering. I don't want either.
All right. Well, you lose.
Thank you.
Would you rather look strong and be weak or look weak and be strong? I don't care how I look, so I'll look weak and be strong.
Yeah, I'll be that too. But I have heard that I have a reputation for appearing very confident. And what's the other word? I don't know. Confident.
All right.
But I'm not. But I guess I give people that impression. So great.
Would you rather spend a year entirely alone or a year without a home? Well, if I'm a year without a home, I have some questions. Am I
Right.
like sleeping in
Outdoors?
my car? Am I just never gonna sleep? Because we've already done the first one, basically.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we all
So
did
I
it.
could probably do that again. I don't want to, but I don't really care. I'll just do the one that makes no sense, and I'll be a year without a home because then I don't have a mortgage payment. So
Me too. Yeah, that eliminates a lot of expenses. I'll
yeah.
save the money from that.
Do you want to read one?
Oh my gosh, sure, thanks.
Okay, go.
Would you rather work the job you have now for a year at double your current rate of pay or have 1 year off with what you are currently making now?
I'm taking a year off.
I would totally just continue my current job at double because my hours are I am self-employed and I already pay myself really well and my hours are great. So, yeah. Of
All
course
right.
I'd take that.
I'm gonna take a year off. Would you rather always would you rather always have BO and not know it or always smell BO on everyone else? I'm just gonna have BO because then I'm not the one that has to smell it.
And maybe you can control it a little bit more. Ugh, maybe I'd choose that one too. Ugh.
I don't like that stinky, so I don't want to smell.
Yeah.
Well, when I say I don't want to smell other people. Oh, okay. Would you rather have Beyonce's talent or Jay-Z's business acumen? I'm gonna be Beyonce.
Really?
Yeah. What does Jay-Z do that's so like what am I gaining from Jay-Z?
I would take the business acumen,
What does he
100%.
do?
I have no idea, but it means more dollars.
What if it's bad?
I am imagining it's probably like investments and stuff. I don't know.
Beyonce's got a lot of money too, so what does it matter?
Yeah. I mean,
Would you rather pass gas every time you meet someone new
oh my
or
God.
burp every time you kiss someone?
Can I
Well,
read this again?
Yeah.
Would you rather pass gas every time you meet someone new or burp every time you kiss someone?
So I'm not like meeting new people that much. So okay. And then my other question, is this like what kind of gas? Is this just like
Oh.
silent?
No. Obvious.
Or is this like big and nasty?
It's apparent. It is
Okay.
obvious.
Well, I'm not kissing anyone right now either, so I'm just gonna do that one.
You know what? I only kiss one person, so I'll just burp when I kiss them.
All right, same. Okay. Would you rather never eat your favorite food for the rest of your life or only eat your favorite food?
Ooh. Because I
tough.
have like a smell and taste distortion left over from an illness that many people got in the last year. I have dealt with both of these.
Does that illness rhyme with Movid?
Girl, you bet.
Okay. I'm gonna pick only eat my favorite food.
I tried that for a while and I actually got really sick. So I'm going to actually choose to never eat my favorite food for the rest of my life because I actually have given up some of my very favorite foods because I can't taste them properly anymore and it's just ruined it. And it's
All
really
right.
depressing.
Would you rather lose all of your friends but keep your BFF or lose your BFF but keep the rest of your buds?
Ugh.
That's not fair. We're not gonna play that one.
Yeah, thanks, because I didn't want to make that decision.
Yeah. Would you rather find your soulmate or your calling?
I kind of feel like I found both.
Okay.
Watch out.
Well, that's not how this game works. So I'm gonna find my calling.
I think in finding your calling, your soulmate will find you.
Does that mean I know what I'm gonna do when I grow up? Because I still don't know.
Yeah, I'm still working on that one too.
Would you rather lose all of your teeth or lose a day of your life every time you kiss someone? That doesn't. It's like picking like. Would you rather live or die?
Oh my gosh. That's really awful.
I don't want to lose all of my teeth.
I have really good teeth. I've never had a cavity. Like, I mean, they're not straight, but like they're in great condition.
You didn't get your teeth from our family.
Huh.
I'm just gonna lose a tooth every time I kiss someone because then I just wouldn't do that.
Cool.
So I need your answer. If you don't pick, then I don't know what happens.
Lose a day of your life every time you kiss someone? Oof. Maybe I'll choose that one. Maybe.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Okay. Would you rather spend a year at war, or a year in prison?
Does that mean I'm fighting combat?
I'm just going to prison. I don't want to go to war.
Yeah, maybe me too. I'll go to prison.
Or is this war in like if it's in Iraq, not interested. Is this in like, I don't know. Nope, I'm going to prison.
Hey, what if you and me were cellmates? We might have fun. Or we might
Okay.
hate each other. Ooh, we might hate each other after a year.
I'm gonna go. No, I'm just gonna die and not pick either.
You said I can't do that.
Okay. Would you rather never eat cookies ever again or only ever drink water?
Oh my gosh, this is my actual true life right now. So I'll just only ever drink water.
Yeah, I'm going to never eat cookies ever again. Okay, let's do like 3 more.
Perfect. Ooh. Would you rather have a sing-off with Ariana Grande or a dance-off with Rihanna? I would do really poorly at both. But what would I have
Same.
more fun? What would be more fun?
I like Ari more than Ree, so I'm gonna go with Ari.
Yeah, I think she would. Yeah, I think she would be more like casual, let loose, like not as serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Would you rather have to wear would you rather have to wear every shirt inside out or every pair of pants backwards?
Ooh.
Um,
I wear a lot of t-shirt and legging combos, so the leggings I could just wear backwards because I don't wear a lot of jeans.
I've never wore pants backwards, so I'm just going to do that because it sounds fun.
You know, I'll wear the t-shirts inside out. I think I'll do that.
All right, last but not least, would you
Woo.
rather never get another present in your life, but always pick the perfect present for everyone else? Oh, it's too many words. Or keep getting presents but giving terrible ones to everyone else?
Ooh. I think, and I don't think it's true, but I have the feeling that I give bad, like I'm not a good gift giver. Like I mean well, but like the end result is never like as wonderful as I picture in my head. But like really, like when it comes to like Christmas and birthdays, I'm like, I don't need anything. I don't really want anything. Like I have all that I need. So I would much rather just give people great gifts and never receive anything. That would actually bring me joy. So
Same, like I'm
Yeah.
good.
yeah.
All right, well, that was just,
That was a good one to leave off on.
yeah, about that game. Anywho, I'm just not going to comment.
Oh man.
May not have been our best, but you know,
We had fun.
it can only get better from here. I think.
Oh man. Guys, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Cryin and Dyin. I am so glad you joined us. And we can't wait to have you again next week for whatever exciting topic we cover. And as a reminder, please, if you haven't, like check out some of our previous episodes. We've done a really fun episode talking about our shared relative who we lovingly call Grandma Cookie. And that was really fun. And we also have done an episode that will be part of like continuing episodes later in our season of things you didn't know you needed to know. And so I hope you just as you're listening to this episode, maybe just queue up a previous episode of ours, and I know you'll enjoy it.
Perfect.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you later.
Bye.